We are discussing here about the weekly toolbox meeting, or you can make it daily also. So just a brief example I have given here for the toolbox. This is regarding hydrogen sulfide gases. If you are working in the brownfield area, then this is very important, and you should have this knowledge, and on timely manner you have to aware the peoples about the hydrogen sulfide gases. There are several cases where due to the hydrogen sulfide and due to unawareness of the personals, they were got affected, and even some were killed also. So as you can see here, guys, you can make your own this form. You can fix here company logo and project name and VI and weekly toolbox meeting. You can change the colors, and this is just an example I have given. You see here this T40 rattler, this is only approved in Saudi Aramco. So if you are working with the Saudi Aramco, you have to purchase this rattler only, and then this should be calibrated, or it should be checked every day by bump testing in the morning. Okay, so you can see here how to discuss these things in the toolbox meeting. So you can print it also whenever you are going to discuss, you are going to deliver the TVM. So you can print it, and you can keep this paper in hand, and you can change as per your company CSM requirement also. So this is just brief and example I am giving here. Okay, so what is H2S? First of all, you have to explain them what is the hydrogen sulfide, and you should have a translator also if you are speaking in English, and mostly labels are from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, or Hindi speaking, or other language. So you should have the translator who can translate your this TVM in their own language so that they can understand properly. Okay, so you can see here hydrogen sulfide gas. You have to explain what is the hydrogen sulfide gas. Like hydrogen sulfide gas or gas is flammable, colorless, that is toxic and extremely low toxic, even extremely in the low concentrations. Okay, so you can explain this one. Then guideline. Okay, here you can write the guideline: active monitoring of hydrogen sulfide gas and good planning and training program for workers are the best way to prevent injury and death. So you can explain one by one to them, and the one person should translate this in the language which laborers and workers can understand. Okay, so it's a brief here only. UV detection equipment when working in area like rattler or H2S detector at least. Then maintain a calibrated detector equipment and manufacturer as per the manufacturer specification. In Saudi Aramco, before they were accepting the calibration, which was 6 months, but now the CSM in the SMS there is new requirement that every day this H2S detector should be tested by bump test. Okay, so check with your operation team and follow their requirement. Okay, so you can see here in the brief, in IDLH atmosphere, standby persons with suitable self-contained breathing operators must be available for the purpose of rescue. Okay, so if you are in the plant, even plant also they have their own rescue personnel. So just check if they can assist you during an emergency. So it's okay, or otherwise you have to hire a person with third party trained with SCBA, and he should be a standby if you are working in highly concentrated expected concentrated H2S area. Okay, then here one very important thing here, that never attempt to rescue an H2S victim without SCBA. Okay, so employee working with H2S area required to be properly fit and tested. Okay, so you can see here all H2S exposure victims should be treated by a physician before returning to the work. Okay, in the event of H2S emergency, all persons should stop their activity, turn off equipment, and should proceed to the nearest assembly area by crosswind or off wind direction. So you have to check. If there is no wind sack, then you have to install your own wind sacks if you are going to work in the ground field area. Okay, so shall stay in the assembly area until all clear. H2S area facility pipelines and flow lines should be properly identified with signages. Okay, so here some hazards also, hazards and effect of H2S. Do not rely on your sense. Okay, no need to smell, try to smell. Okay, H2S cause paralysis of the respiratory centers. It's everything mentioned here in short. You can explain these things in your weekly TVM. Okay, H2S is very flammable. H2S react with the steel to form iron sulfide, which can ignite when exposed to the air. Okay, So these things very important here. You can see here it's just one line, but you have to understand what it is. H2S reacts with the steel to form iron sulfide. Iron sulfide is a poisonous gas. Okay, so if you are working with the sweet crude, so there is a chances for having this reaction, I mean iron sulfide. But if you have sour crude, then there is less chances. Okay, so you have to be very careful. You have to discuss with your loss prevention department and then operation team about the reaction of iron sulfide. Okay, whenever H2S burnt produce sulfur dioxide, which is also toxic. Okay, H2S is highly corrosive and may lead to metal fatigue. Okay, so you can see here, then concentrations of H2S may affect each individual. uh, Definitely expose may cause skin or eye irritation, dizziness, loss of appetite, dryness in the nose or throat. Okay, fatigue, cough, nausea, and maybe vomiting and headache. Okay, so you can show them some examples like this. This is the example of metal fatigue. Okay, so you can collect more pictures and you can show to the workers and then print this type of meeting evidence and try to install on your HSE bulletin board on site. Try to translate this in the different language which the worker can understand, and you can fix all the things on your bulletin boards. Okay, I hope clear. Thank you.